So the market today, it was really feeling itself. Like suddenly everyone's acting like inflation is yesterday's problem, tech stocks are back, and we can all relax and do some guilt-free online shopping. But you know me, I always say when the markets are acting a little too cheerful, that's when we need to be paying attention. Welcome back to Girls and Money. This is your daily little money catch up where we make sure you know what's going on up there, minus the finance bro lingo. It's Tuesday, May 11th, and there's a lot happening today that's worth talking about. Market mood check. So all the major indexes had their best day since early April. The S&P 500 went up 3.26%, the Dow was up 2.8%, and the Nasdaq up 4.3%. The reason? Two main things. First, inflation came in a little cooler than expected, which is always something investors love to see. And second, the US and China decided to play nice, at least for now, and announced a deal to lower tariffs on each other's goods. That gave the stock market a little boost of confidence, especially for tech stocks like Amazon and Nvidia, both of which had really strong days. Amazon was up 8%, Nvidia rose 5.2%. Meanwhile, Bitcoin actually dropped a bit, down 1.7%, because everyone was more excited about other stocks today. The mood? Honestly, it felt like everyone was just in a really good mood and pretending the last few months of stress didn't happen. But we know better than to trust the market when it gets too cheerful. Our top economic story of the day, April's Consumer Price Index report. Basically, that's how we measure inflation, and it showed that prices rose 0.22% for the month and 2.3% over the year, which is actually a little lower than what Wall Street thought it would be. Core Consumer Price Index, which strips out food and energy because those prices are, all over the place. That rose 2.8%, which was exactly what everyone expected. So why does this matter? Well, lower inflation means the Federal Reserve might feel less pressure to keep raising interest rates, which is good news for all of us, whether you're thinking about loans, credit cards, or just general life expenses. Even clothing prices fell a little, down 0.2%, which is rare, especially with all the China tariff drama we've been seeing. So what's the takeaway here? Things aren't suddenly cheap again, but it does look like prices aren't climbing as fast as they were last year, which, you know what, we'll take it. Amazon had a huge day, up 8%, thanks to that tariff relief with China. Amazon is expecting cheaper imports, which means better margins for them. And maybe, just maybe, prices on some of your favorite things won't go up quite as much. Nvidia also had a good day, up 5.2%, and that's because Saudi Arabia is now opening its market to US AI chip companies, which is a huge win for Nvidia and the whole AI space. And Big Pharma, Trump signed an executive order telling drug makers they need to lower prices in the US to be more in line with what they charge in Europe, or else they're going to face some pretty serious government pushback. This means prescription drugs here can finally start coming down in price, but we're not going to celebrate until we actually see that happen. Okay, time for our girl math moment. Tariffs. Let's break this down in plain English. What the heck is a tariff? Tariffs are basically taxes on goods that come from other countries. They make imports more expensive, which is supposed to encourage people to buy local stuff instead. Recently, the US cut its tariffs on certain Chinese goods from 145% to 30%, and China cut theirs from 125% to 10%. What does that mean for us? In theory, it means some things like tech, beauty products, and clothes might not get hit with extra price hikes, which is a nice little win for anyone who's tired of everything feeling so expensive, i.e. those triangle bikinis that cost $100 just to get to the US. Okay, let's talk about something that's been building for months and is honestly a really important story to keep an eye on. Diddy's trial officially started today in New York. So if you've missed some of the headlines, Diddy, also known as Sean Combs, is facing 5 serious criminal charges. Prosecutors are accusing him of running a criminal enterprise alongside his music empire for over 2 decades. They allege he used his wealth, power, and connections to control and intimidate victims. This isn't just a scandal, it's the kind of reckoning that's been brewing for a long time, especially as more people in the industry have come forward about abuse of power. And today is a big moment because Cassie Ventura, his ex-girlfriend, is taking the stand. She is a key figure in this case. She's previously filed a lawsuit accusing him of abuse and trafficking, and now she's testifying under oath. This trial is expected to last 8 weeks, and it's going to be everywhere. But I want to be clear, this isn't just celebrity drama. This is about someone who built a billion-dollar empire while allegedly using that same empire to harm and exploit people, especially women. So while yes, it's going to be in every headline, it's worth remembering how powerful people can hide behind their brands and how important it is that these stories are being heard in court. And it's a major reminder that even billionaires aren't above the law. So to wrap it up, today was all about the market feeling like it could finally exhale. Inflation cooled off just enough to make investors feel good. Tech stocks came roaring back, and even your Amazon cart is probably breathing a little easier. But let's not get too cozy. These things change fast, and today's optimism might not last. And if you made it all the way through, send this to your friend who thinks the Dow is a dating app, or drop it in your group chat and be the girl who actually knows what's going on with money stuff without having to sound like a finance bro. See you guys tomorrow.